So one of the things I work with people the most on is figuring out their point of view, figuring out and articulating their unique way of seeing the world, their perspective, their sort of cosmology that they come from in their business. And it's a lot of work. When I had a mentorship program, I spent years, 2 or 3 years, and not every day, but back and forth in Google documents. We'd send voice notes back and forth. And of course, that's not their full-time thing, so they need to take time to sit with it and find time to even reflect on it. But I remember some of them 2-3 years working on their point of view, really honing it, going at it hammer and tongs. And I was one of the hammers, just asking them very tough questions, pushing back, sharing where this doesn't make sense to me, help me understand, and helping them hone and craft their articulation of it. So it can take a long time to do it. And here's why it takes so long, and here's why it's so hard. And this is something I think most people don't consider. The reason it's such a struggle to articulate our point of view is because we are having to come up with it. Yeah? We didn't inherit it. And if you lived in any traditional culture, you would be doing whatever you're doing probably because you apprenticed with somebody else who was top-notch, who wouldn't let you fuck things up, who wouldn't let you touch the equipment, yeah, or work with people before you were ready. And from them, you would learn the whole point of view behind all this work, and you would learn it in depth, certainly. So that's why it's hard. We're trying to come up with it on our own, and that's very new. I just want to suggest for humans that is brand new, that you would try to figure out the nature of the universe on your own. In any traditional culture, from being a wee bairn, you'd be guided and supported. You'd be hearing folk tales and stories and fairy tales, all of which would have the cosmology of the community woven into it. And then there might be a more formal apprenticeship. And you might be guided to figuring it out on your own, but you would be guided. Yeah, they'd be asking the right questions. Even if it was this coyote trickster kind of mentoring, you'd still be guided by somebody. And most of us don't really have a guide. We're cobbling these things together from various viewpoints. Some of us really just trying to figure it out on our own. And that is desperately hard. So if you're struggling with your point of view, it's not just you. It's difficult to figure out the nature of the universe and how it works. So there you go. So what's the redemption here? What's the solution? We can't go back in time. We can't undo it. Finding somebody to apprentice with, desperately hard. Even harder than that is being willing to submit to an apprenticeship for most of us at the age we're in and in the age we're in. So what's the redemption? The redemption is we become somebody worthy of apprenticing somebody else. We develop the chops significantly enough that we could actually pass them on to other people, and possibly in that old-time apprenticeship way. So those are some thoughts. I'd love to hear your reflections on this in the comments below. If you like these videos, it helps more people see them. And if you subscribe, of course, I get more followers, which I deeply appreciate. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody.